A very good afternoon to all the Java developers. So we are at the second day of our Java classes, and in this particular video I'm going to tell you about a brief introduction about Java. I'm done with my homework today as well. Firstly, we need to understand what actually Java is. Java is a high-level modern programming language, and it is designed in the early 1990s, and it is designed by Sun Microsystems, which is owned by Oracle itself now. And the next major point about Java is that Java is platform independent. And now the question arises that what we mean by platform independent. And the interesting answer is that suppose you are writing your code for Windows, and you can run that same code in macOS, in Android, anywhere. So Java runs on one approach, that just write your code once and run it anywhere on any platform. And Java at presently runs on more than 3 billion devices. And the next major question arises in our mind, that what if we learn Java and what we can do in future with the help of Java? And the answer is that we can use Java to develop Android apps, to develop desktop applications, to develop web applications, to develop media players. Not even this, we can develop many more things, like we can develop antivirus system, softwares, media players, and many more. There is a lot of stuff and material to do with the help of Java. And as we are done with the introduction part, now it's time to run or and write a code for the Java. But wait, before doing that, we need one IDE to run a code for the Java. So personally, I would like to recommend you the Eclipse IDE, because I have used it for a period of time, and I like it to be the one of the best. So here is a Eclipse IDE downloading page. I will provide. Don't worry, I will provide you the link in the description box below, so you can just move to it and you can download it. After moving to that, you just need to click on download 64-bit version. If your system is a 32-bit system architecture, don't worry, I will provide you the link for the 32-bit architecture as well. So whenever you will hover over there, you just click on download button, and it's done. Don't worry, it will not consume your data of more than 52 or 53 MB. It is just 53 megabytes file, so don't worry about that. And when you will be done with the downloading part, you will see this type of file. You just need to install it. It is very easy to install it. I'm not right now I am not going to install it, because I'm already having that file in my installed file in my system. So don't need to worry about that. You can install it very easily, because it is very easy to install by Java developers. And after that, when you are done, so Java developers, when you are done with the installation part, just click on the Eclipse Java shortcut button, which will I think will get automatically created on your desktop. So just click on it, and after that it will launch a window like this. So don't worry about that. From that, just click on File button, and from that just click on New. And firstly you need to click on Project, New Project. Okay, and from that just click on Next, and then just write a project name. So I'm going to give my project as Java project coaching. Okay, so just after that just click on Finish. And now again click on New. Sorry guys, just click on New, and then just click on Class, New Class. Okay, just click on New Class, and in that firstly you need to give your source folder. From that Just select anyone, like I am selecting my raw class. You can select your on, and then just give your class a name, and always not always do one thing, that the name of your class always used to be right in a camel case. Camel case means that the first letter always be in capital. So I'm giving my class as my new class. Okay, and then I need public static void main as well. So, and in that give your class a package. So I'm, and always do one thing, that the name of the package always follows small case. So my new class. Okay, this is your package we are creating in your source folder. So after that, just click on finish. Okay, so guys, after clicking on finish, it will open a your Java class like that. It is the by default setting which will open in your Eclipse IDE. So we will understand all the things one by one. As you notice that your we created one package over there while creating our class. So we just need to write a keyword package, and then your package name. Okay, your package name, as your I declared the package name as my new class, so I write it over that, over there. So after that, we are creating our class, and what is the syntax of the class, we will study it one by one. As we need to make our we are creating our class as public, so that our class is accessible to all, to the outside of the other classes as well. After that, I am writing one keyword class, and then the name of the class. Always remember one thing, that your class name always follows camel case, means that the first name always starts from the capital letters. Okay, after that, here is a syntax. Firstly, follow the syntax: public static void main, then round brackets string args. What this syntax actually means, I will teach you one by one, so don't worry about that. Firstly, I am removing all this stuff, and I will teach you one by one. Okay, see, as our class is under one package, so we need to write that package and then the name of the package, my new class. Okay, and after that, we need to create a class, and for that class we need to make it public so that it is accessible. Public class, and then the name of the class, as I created the name of the class as my new class. And after that, this is the particular syntax which you need to learn, not I will say learn, but you need to follow. Public, why I use public over there, I will teach you after writing the syntax. Public static void main string. Yeah, and just remember one thing, I am writing string in capital case. Why, I will teach you even this as a string args, and here we will write a code. So let's study all these things one by one. So as I write public over there, here I am teaching you this syntax: public static void main, about this particular syntax. Okay, so why public? See, we are see, Java is fully follows OOPS, means object oriented programming approach. Okay, so in that we are writing our each and every line of code inside a class. Okay, and when we compile our program, okay, we compile a Java program, it compiles through JVM. Okay, it compiles through JVM, and JVM calls this class externally, not internally, but from the outside of the class. And you know that if I will make my class private or protected, I am not being able to call my class from outside. To if my class will be public, I'm saying that if my class will be public, then JVM will be able to call Java class from outside. Okay, if it is protected, then then JVM means Java Virtual Machine. Let me write it for you. So that's why I am creating my main method as public. Okay, and then after that, the another one is static. Why I use static over there? As you know that, as if you have learned many other programming languages like Python or C++, then you must know that we need to call a class, we need a member, we need an object for that. But but our JVM is compiling our program, okay, Java virtual machine. So for that, Java compiles this program or calls this program without the help of an object. Means that while compiling, our JVM is not creating any object for Java, and to make our program to compile or to run with to call a main method without the help of any object, we are writing over there static. So to call main method without any object, we use static. And here's a simple one, void. Void means that our main function is not returning any value. Okay, not returning any value. Okay, and here and in the main function we are passing our arguments. Arguments in the means that, see, here I pass string. As you can see, I am writing string in capital case. Capital key means that it is a string is a predefined class in Java which I am calling inside my main function. Okay, it is a predefined class. Okay, predefined class which I am calling inside a main function. And what is args? Actually, args is a variable which I am providing to the string class, and it is not compulsory you always use args, but to follow all the criteria we are using args, but you can use any other variable as well. Okay, it is not compulsory. So Java developers, it is all for today from my side, and in the next topic upcoming video we will I will let you know about how to write code like basics, syntax, like we will write our first hello world program and many other keywords and data types and all over I will teach you in the next upcoming video. So this is from my side, from Aditya Agarwal. I will teach you in the next coming video. Bye bye and take care. And especially if you have any doubt relating to the installation, regarding any doubt to the JDK installation, any doubt regarding the basic syntax of this Java, just let me know in the comment box. I will help you for sure. And just wait for the next upcoming video. So by that, bye bye, take care and have a nice day. Just enjoy Java developers. Bye bye.